Before starting creating users, groups, computers, shares, and other objects on the Active Directory, we need first to design a structure that will keep our Active Directory objects organized and structured in a way that will help us better administer these objects. We already do that with our documents, photos, and videos. We tend to organize them under folders by creating a structure that most fits our need to find our objects more quickly and to share some of them with others. For example, the same thing can be done with Active Directory objects through containers and organizational units. First, let's describe what are containers and organizational units. Containers are a built-in objects that holds other Active Directory objects, such as users, groups, and computers. Containers cannot be altered without harming the system. You even don't have permission to delete them. It's like the Windows folder that you are not allowed to delete because it holds files needed by the system to work properly. Another constraint related to containers is that you can't apply group policy to them. If you don't know what are group policies, it's a set of rules that allow an administrator to implement a specific configuration to a group of users or computers. For example, let's say you want the users working in the financial department change their password every month. You do that through a group policy that will apply only to this group of users, which must be located under an organizational unit and not under a container. This leads me to talk about organizational units. Organizational units are similar to containers in such a way that it contains users, groups, and computers objects, but are different from containers in such a way that you can apply group policies to them. You can delete them. You can create layered organizational units. You can delegate privileges to other administrators or users to administer a set of objects. For example, imagine the users of the marketing department are champions for losing their passwords. And they frequently come to you and ask for resetting their password. As you are a busy administrator, you want to delegate this task to another person. You can simply delegate privileges over the marketing organizational unit to the secretary of that department to do this task. Visually, you can make difference between containers and organizational units. In the Active Directory Users and Computers tool, the organizational units have almost the same icon shape as containers, represented by a yellow folder, except that organizational unit icon contains the Active Directory symbol inside it. But in the Active Directory Administrative Center, which is the future replacement of Active Directory Users and Computers tool, the icons has another shape. Now that you have a better understanding of organizational units, how are you going to design yours? How many of them do you need to create? I will answer these questions in the next lesson.